Most people think we're chasing places. Mountains, forests, empty roads. They're wrong. What we're really chasing is a feeling, a moment when the noise fades away. No notifications, no deadlines, no expectations. Just the sound of the engine and the miles ahead. People often ask why I ride alone. The truth is, I don't ride alone. The road is always there, the wind is there, the mountains are there, and sometimes they tell you more than people ever could. Out here, nobody cares who you are, nobody asks what you do for a living, nobody measures your success. The road treats everyone the same, and maybe that's why it feels so honest. When you spend enough time riding, something changes. The noise inside your head begins to fade. Thoughts that seemed important suddenly become small. Problems that followed you for weeks lose their weight. Not because they disappear, because you finally have room to see them clearly. Maybe that's what freedom really is. Not escaping responsibility, not running away, just having enough space to hear your own thoughts again. Sometimes the best conversations happen inside a helmet. No audience, no cameras, no need to impress anyone, just you and the endless road ahead. And somehow, that's enough. Out here, the world moves differently. The clock stops mattering, the pressure disappears, and for a little while, life becomes simple again. One road, one direction, one purpose. This is where thoughts become clear, where problems shrink, where silence says more than words ever could. Every rider knows this feeling. It's the reason we leave before sunrise, the reason we ride through rain, the reason we keep going long after common sense tells us to turn back. Because sometimes the road gives you something you can't find anywhere else. Perspective, freedom, space to breathe. But the road never gives anything away for free. The further you go, the more respect it demands. One wrong turn, one careless decision, and adventure quickly becomes a problem. I learned that the hard way, somewhere between nowhere and somewhere. A track that looked promising became a maze. The familiar route disappeared. The fuel gauge started dropping, and suddenly the silence felt different, not peaceful, uncertain. That's when every rider faces the same choice. Panic or think. Slow down, trust your experience, and keep moving forward. Eventually, the road returned. It always does. Looking back, getting lost was probably the best part of the day, because the moments we remember are rarely the easy ones. We remember the unexpected turns, the wrong roads, the mistakes, the moments when we doubted ourselves. Those are the stories that stay with us. Those are the stories worth telling. Maybe adventure isn't about finding perfect places. Maybe adventure begins the moment things stop going according to plan. Maybe that's the lesson. Not every journey is about reaching a destination. Sometimes it's about finding your way back. Back to the trail. Back to yourself. Back to the person you become when everything unnecessary falls away. That's why we ride. Not to escape life, but to remember how we want to live it. Every ride leaves something behind. A fear, a doubt, a burden you didn't realize you were carrying. And every ride gives something back. A memory, a lesson, a reminder that the world is still bigger than your problems. Maybe that's why we keep searching for distant roads. Not because we're lost, but because we're trying to find the parts of ourselves that everyday life slowly buries. And maybe, just beyond the last road, beyond the map, beyond the noise, we find a piece of ourselves waiting there. And that's why we keep riding.